The price of resale tickets for live events in the UK could be capped under government plans to clamp down on ticket touts. Ministers are also looking at so-called dynamic pricing. That's after Oasis fans were caught out by rocketing prices last summer. Our correspondent Chichi Zundu has this report.
Just last August, when one of the biggest bands in the world announced they were getting back together and going on tour, the scramble to get tickets was huge.
For them to suddenly change it and move the goalpost is really frustrating. It puts pressure on you because you think, I have to do it because I might not get this opportunity again. And if that opportunity comes up again, they're going to be double, treble.
By the time I actually got there, I think the tickets were £453. While you were in the queue for that time, there was no indication of how much the tickets would be once you actually got to the end point. And that seems quite unfair. And I think that there's probably a lot of people that have spent beyond their means.
Fans were annoyed because of something called dynamic pricing. That's where prices increased as demand did, as people queued for hours to try and get their hands on those tickets. And then when the tour sold out, tickets appeared on resale sites for thousands of pounds. But the government says it wants to clamp down on some of those practices. The Department for Culture, Media and Sport is launching a consultation. It's proposed a number of things, including capping the amount you can resell a ticket for up to 30% above the original price. Now that's to try and clamp down on touts hiking up prices by sometimes thousands on resale sites. They want to limit the number of tickets a reseller can actually list for sale on resale sites. And they want to increase the accountability of ticket resale websites and apps so that they are held legally responsible for the accuracy of information provided to fans. When it comes to dynamic pricing, the consultation is calling for evidence on that and other pricing practices in the live events industry. But there have been calls for tougher regulation in ticketing.
We need to see action from the government sooner rather than later to stop these poor practices. So exploitative practices like dynamic pricing, for example, if this consultation means that things like that come to an end, it can only be a good thing. And it can only be a good thing for fans as well, because it means that they should be able to see their favourite musician, their favourite sports team, whatever it might be, without fearing that they're going to lose hundreds, thousands of pounds or need to pay hundreds and thousands of pounds to try and secure those tickets.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
This 12-week consultation isn't just about gigs. It's also calling for information about ticketing with theatre, comedy and sport. So, with a packed year of live events ahead, fans will have to wait and see if any of these become law. Chichi Zundu, BBC News.
Well, we've been hearing from Lisa Nandy on this issue, the Culture Secretary.
It's been going on for years, so I think music fans across the country will be really familiar with this. Gone are the days when people used to stand outside stadiums with a few tickets to resell them at slightly inflated prices. Now what we're seeing is ticket touts buying up tickets in very, very large numbers online, often using automated bots, and then reselling them onto fans at vastly inflated prices. It's been going on for years. It's been fleecing fans, and we say that time is up for ticket touts.
Lisa Nandy speaking earlier on BBC Breakfast News.